Well, 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 as my sister would say. How y'all feeling? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Today's what, the 18th? And November is flying, y'all. Welcome to the Playas Circle. What y'all on today, man? Moment of clarity, last of a dying breed. You could check the rarity. Man, hope the weekend treated y'all well. I need to tell my homies to pull up on me. Market had to get my options up. Keep what you got. Defense, you know I'm locking up. Pick your road, cause streets is hungry. They will kill us still. John Stocking, bro. Shifts late. Used to work the overnight. Don't rush the process. Lost impact. Trying to send them overnight. Out of town, out of bounds. Ain't even making. Yeah, it's kicking off the week. Trying to be positive. Got to be positive, you know what I mean? No sleeping, I'm energized, no empathy, I can't sympathize. Talk to, never back down. Heavy's the head that wears the crown. I will never let you down. Still bring my connection sound. Talk to me. No sleep, overnight, overtime. Ain't happy when we want it, but now we got it. But yeah, man, we're making moves, trying to close the month and the year off with a bang. trying to do right out here, trying to be good. You know what I mean? But very fruitful weekend, getting ready to come up on Thanksgiving. And y'all know how it is, man. Just trying to do it big. Starting to plan for the new releases. And what we do at Renaissance is like, you know, we take inventory of what we've been doing for the year, what we want to do in the last, we started already, but what we want to do for the last quarter, and then, you know, start looking at what we want to do first quarter. Always advise artists to get a jump start on things. You know what I mean? Whether it's your own career goals or your personal goals, like the sooner you start, you don't have to wait until January 1st to get rolling. And so, boom, boom. Gonna have a good episode tonight. Let everybody funnel in. But we just wanna go over some of the things that happened in this wild weekend. You know, play some new records. And yeah, have a good go at it, if you, as they say. Sound on 10 toes. Yeah. For me, we had a well, just fast forwarding back since the last time I talked to y'all, my squad lost, so I was a little bit upset about that. It's been so rare this year. I'm like, I don't know what to do. What do I do? It's crazy. Like, Washington had been down bad for so many years that I was just used to it. And then you get a little bit of prosperity taste it. And it's like, I want to say we had won like 5, 6 in a row. So it's like, dang. Now I don't know how to act after going back to a losing streak. We lost 2 in a row. Lost to the Steelers and we lost to the Eagles. And I got a lot of Eagles fans. So I got a lot of Eagles fans as friends, excuse me. So, you know, I'm out here making side deals, side bets, backfiring. Like, Lord. I bet shout out my boy Theo. I bet him, I'm like, man, I bet you 100 push-ups that Washington win. My arms was swole. Came in there like, arms was burning. But it was actually a good thing because y'all know, like I said, I'm on my journey back to being flat out, being the R&B singer that that I was. But I'm like, damn, bro, yeah, I need to be doing this more often, especially with the type of job that I have. You know what I mean? Like, outside of management, when you gotta be in there, moving and shaking and carrying heavy tools, or God forbid trying to save people, is like you need to be in ideal shape. So it's like you get a little bit of reminder of that when you have to get back physical. So I was like, yeah. He's like, yo, bro, just get started. You know what I mean? Like, in terms of your consistency outside of the gym, he's like, just get up every morning, just start just doing 50 push-ups. And like so he's like my big bro. You know what I mean? Since I don't actually have a biological big brother, I consider him like my big bro. And he is, not to get all, get to the capping, but it just be like, that's my big bro. That's kind of like what I was trying to be when I get to his age. You know what I mean? In shape, mentally sound, speaks his mind about what he feels is right and what's wrong. So I always kind of consult with my boy. Try to eat well, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, bro, I can do that. So that's how I'm always feeling. Hey, Musa, what's good? What's good? How you feeling? Welcome to the Playas Circle, man. And y'all make sure y'all bring the friends, invite the family. Matter of fact, let me tell I forgot to tell the Playas Circle. Oh Lord, they gonna jump your boy. Musa says a movie always. Comma. Alright, let me tell my peoples we live. Yeah, bro, but I want to get into the show and get into the episode. Talk about this week's festivities. I know majority of us was glued to the Netflix. Better have my money. So I get into it. Let me just tell tell the Playas Circle we here. You gotta invite your people. Well, so we're live. Up on me. I like to tell people, yeah, pull up like dirty diapers. Send to the cash app. I need my money, baby, send to the cash app. Where my money, baby, send to the cash app. So let's kind of get into this. No need to wait. No need to delineate or deliberate. Just tell me how you feel. Renaissance was good. Renaissance was good. So, getting into the episode, tonight's episode is appropriately titled, "You Gotta Get That Back Row When You Floss." That's where the dragon is at. That back row, baby. Too many people, man, be in your face doing all the chit chattering and they ain't hit that back row. You be surprised, like, and I think it's just something that you learn when you get older. You start just taking your talents and being around other people. You be like, you know what? Like, everybody is now fully on the same page as far as when it comes to with hygiene. We always laugh about it because it always seems like, when we talk about white people, and it's like they don't use the washcloth or they don't shower all the time. Amir, what's good? Welcome. So, I hate that it always gotta be. I don't hate that because I'd rather it be them than us. But it just be like, yeah, bro, like, you gotta do the due diligence when it comes to cleaning. And that back row, brushing your teeth straight is not enough. You gotta hit that. You gotta floss. You gotta tongue scrape. You gotta hit the mouthwash. You gotta do all of that. But when you floss, it ain't just that front row. You gotta hit them guys. That's how you know. First of all, when you floss, not to give y'all no toothbrush lesson, but it's like, it's important. That dude Crizzle was good. When you hit that back row, I pray. If you do it daily, you shouldn't. But if I pray, you don't, that pizza from 3 days ago don't come out. But if it do, that's good. At least you got it out. Because that's what was causing all of that. That's what they call it. So that's why we named it that. I had an unpleasant experience with somebody the other day, and I'm like, damn, I don't think they hit that back row. And I keep my mints in the car. If I go to events, I bring the Altoids. But sometimes I forget. Like, when I put them back, sometimes I forget to bring them with me to my regular day-to-day functions, like, work. And then you just ass out and hoping and praying that everybody did what they needed to do that day, or that they're not going to get that close. I was watching the fight, and then I happened to be on TikTok the following day, and I saw them making jokes about Rosie Perez turning her face to block from the other commentator, as if he had that dragon. Unleash the dragon. That breath dragon, not the freaky dragon that, you know. So handle your business, man. Handle your business. But moving on. So yeah, man, this weekend was a very entertaining weekend. We had another fight exhibition. That's what we shall call it. It was definitely an exhibition. And it was interesting. Soul Era was good. Welcome. I think so. This week when we watched Jake Paul, Soul Era said, Soul Era making moves out there. I know y'all getting ready for Art Basel. But we saw Jake Paul fight boxing Hall of Famer and legend Mike Tyson. So kind of before we even get to the fight, we gotta address when Mike Tyson slapped the dog shit out of Jake Paul in the weigh-ins, and some people were asking me, like, man, I ain't never seen Mike act like that during weigh-ins. Well, if you're a true boxing fan, he has put his hands on people. He has had a couple of the rumbles, but he never like outright slapped nobody. But Mike is on record as saying he has very sensitive feet. And if you get older, now I'm not as old as Mike. I'm not at all, but you know, them dogs get sensitive, you know, as you get older, you got to take care of your toes. And Jake Paul stepped on his feet. And from my experience of ever stepping on my parents' foot, running the back of that heel over with the shopping cart, any of them things that get close to the feet or heel areas of older people, they will be ready to fight immediately. So it made sense. I was triggered. I was triggered when I seen that, because I'm like, oh, I hit my mom's heel back in like 95 with the shopping cart, and I got thrashed in a very similar fashion in the Pathmark, I believe it was. I said, I didn't even do it. Ooh. So that led up to the actual fight, and all of us are thinking along the same lines. You know what I mean? Like, it's Mike Tyson. No way that Mike Tyson, the boxing legend, is going to get beat by YouTube phenomenon, by a person that's probably only had, maybe like 10, 11 fights. I'm not sure of his actual professional record. We can look that up real quick. Hot damn. On tofu, Gohan, Super Saiyan, say it with me, Renaissance. Jake Paul's fight record is currently 12-1 with 7 wins by KO. So when you think about it, going into the fight, he had 12 fights. Mike Tyson, I believe, was 52-6, I believe, going into the fight. So it's like, yeah, nah. But then you thinking it's like, yo, he's 58. People, as usual, 58-year-olds get winded going up the steps, let alone fighting 8 rounds toe to toe. And so it was like, what's it gonna be? What's the toss up? And it didn't go our way. And I think a couple of things. As a race and a culture, we couple all things in together. So it's like, we still reeling off a comedy. Quiet as kept. Earlier that Friday, I was at work, and we was doing a tour of the courthouse because we gotta do building walkthroughs and such to make sure we know where stuff is. And in all, Jonathan, what's good? What's good? Welcome to the Playas Circle. So, going into the Big John. Welcome. Glad y'all pulling in. Welcome to a Monday edition of Keepin It Playa. But in all federal and like state buildings, they have the picture of the president and the vice president. So I saw a picture of Kamala, and like a single tear just rolled down my face. Like, Lord have mercy. So I'm like, we're still reeling off of that. I'm like, well, Tyson gonna avenge us, even though from what I understood correctly, he was voting for Trump. That ain't, we'll get into that another day. But it's like, that's why I told my friend, it's like when you black, you represent more than yourself, even when you don't want to. It's like, yo, you represent the black culture. Bernie Mac, nothing, right? Trouble. So it's like, Mike, you can't take this L because we still reeling from Trump. And then lo and behold, that joker went in there. And he ain't really get touched up. He just wasn't doing he wasn't putting the paws on him because he was tired. He looked a little bit shaky with the legs. Yes. You talking about my hat. Hey, y'all gotta forgive me when I don't be like right on point with the responses because I'm like trying to process. But yeah, I got you. Don't ask me for nothing. Yeah. This hat was kind of a fan favorite when I first wore it at the Digilog conference. And so I gotta make sure I maximize my use out of it. You know how it be when you wear a fit on online, you be like, damn man, I don't want to wear that. I don't people see me, but it's like, man, these my clothes. Big John said the fight was staged. Yeah. I mean, the tough part is because it's like it was staged just enough to believe. Because my whole thing is like, Jake Paul, if he would have went in there and tried to get super physical and close the gap, he would have got the paws put on him. All I need is one punch. You know what I mean? So he didn't go for the kill, but it definitely, had all the makings of a stage fight. WW boxing. Yeah. This is unfortunate. Because like I said, to us, our heroes are our heroes. And we compare them to their heights, what we know them as. You know what I mean? You see a comedian and he ain't funny, you be like, man, this ain't Eddie Murphy Raw. Like, you know what I mean? You watching dang, what's that movie called? Tower Heist or Daddy Daycare, talking about, man, this ain't Delirious. It's like, bro, so they're not the same, bro. You know what I mean? Different eras, but like that's how we just compare. Everybody y'all look at Martin like, oh, Martin looking rough. It's like Martin is old. So it's kind of how the same thing goes with our sports heroes. It's like even with LeBron, like LeBron is done as much as he can to fight off Father Time, but it's like we still know that ain't young LeBron with the headband from Miami flying through the air. It's not the same. When he does greatness, it's just like wow, but it's like, come on now. So it's hard seeing your heroes. It's like Iron Mike, man, was putting people like they wasn't getting out of the first round with Iron Mike, but that ain't Iron Mike. That's like Zinc Mike. You know what I mean? That's like Copper Mike. And then I say that with no disrespect, because Mike would put them mean paws. Big John said retire in the G League. You know what I mean? It's tough. It's so tough. You don't want to see your heroes like that, bro. But it's like, again, the last time we saw Mike was 4 years ago, and that was that was shaky. And he was fighting a 50-year-old man then? It's like, this dude is half his age, bro. Royal Diego. My boy. Welcome to the Playas Circle. Yeah, man. So it's just kind of tough, like, to see that. And I don't know how y'all felt about it, but I was like, yeah, I didn't bet on it. Y'all know I'm Parlay P. My baddie here, Lipstick and Lyrics. Britt was good. Always wave to the baddies. Yeah, the thing, watching Tyson. Big John said, "Hey, he got a couple million off of it. He didn't lose." Yeah, and I saw he had a very interesting. I said this on my story, and then I saw Mike's post. Britt said, "Hey, Ceddy." Tyson was talking about it on Twitter, so I said it was perspective. I said, you know, what I mean, for a 58-year-old man to get into the ring and be able to, you know, be in the shape that he was in was great. Lipstick and Lyric said, "I felt like Tyson lost on purpose." You know, yes. But it's like, for him, first of all, it's kids and teenagers that have no clue of who Mike Tyson is without him connecting to Jake Paul. And so, like, by him getting in the ring, it's like people at least get the opportunity to do the research of how great Mike was in the ring. You know what I mean? So that's one part of it. The other part of it is just, like I said, being 58 and be able to move around and get out there and compete at the highest level and being in front of, I think it was 70,000 people. It's like, yeah, you know, most 50-year-olds don't get the opportunity to be doing that, to get to the mountaintop one more time. And Mike posted a tweet about it. He was just like, yo, man, like in June, when I believe the fight was originally supposed to happen, it's like, man, he almost died. You know what I mean? He was losing blood. He had to have blood transfusions. So for him to be able to get there and get it. Asia was good. Well, shout out to the baddies pulling up. She said, "I made it." Yeah. Welcome. I'm glad when y'all pull up on me. I'm always appreciative. So, Britt said, "Now get Jake with Gervonta or Mayweather because they ain't losing." Yeah, he know better. Like I said, it benefits him to be in the ring where it's like, it's you kind of got hope that he would lose. Like, that's the level of, you know what I mean? It's like when you get with a baddie and it's like, yo, you just belong. You know what I mean? She's like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, she's super bad, but maybe she got like bad breath or something. It's like, how did you get into the ring with this person? What's the handicap? That's kind of how this fight was. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, you don't belong in the ring with Iron Mike, but you in the ring with, you know what I mean? You in the ring with Aluminum Mike. So we gonna let it slide. And that's kind of how this fight was. But in addition to that, it was the women's main event was actually the highlight of the whole Netflix. Netflix better get they shit together, you know, with the live, because now, you know, with the announcement of Beyonce performing at halftime for the Christmas game, you can't be fucking around with the Beehive with your streaming not on point. Because I know we had to reboot and buffering. I ain't seen buffering since damn near AOL days. I was like, what's going on? So they got to get it together. But yeah, Britt, you know, Jake he ain't messing with no Tank. I don't even. That's what I'm saying. Mayweather is younger than Tyson, and he's not as heavy at a natural weight. but you know he gonna be quick, and he would be tagging him. All right, how old is Mayweather? He got to be like 45, 46. 47. Yeah, you know, again, it's still, it's like, yo, fight some. There's no such thing as old man strength, which is what I thought was going to be, you know, was old man strength, not old man stamina. You ain't never heard somebody say, I got old man stamina. They ain't got no blue chew for boxing. You know, so you just in there. Big John said Drake lost twice though in 1 year. Hey, you know what I mean? Pirated Netflix. Y'all crazy. So, yeah, make sure y'all, while y'all in here, make sure y'all share the live, man. Make sure y'all like the lives, you know, bringing people to the party. We always have a good time. But what else happened this weekend? So this weekend was also the Founders Day. Yesterday was Founders Day for the members of Omega Psi Phi now. You know what I mean? I'm a member of Alpha Phi Alpha, so I'm only going to give but so much appreciation. You're getting very little. But, you know what I mean? Shout out to Quest, Johnny Quest the Rebel. You know, he's a Q. Shout out to my members of Why Me. Shout out, you know, Ray, Rob Lay, my boy Jeff, and you know any members that y'all know, you know that's Q's. Shout out Michael Jordan. Shout out, you know, Jesse Jackson. You know, but I have some very interesting experiences. Like, so those guys that I mentioned, like, are actually like my best friends. So when I was in school, when I was in college, our crew was 6 people. It was 3 alphas and 3 Qs. And we didn't start out as such, but it's like we ended up going that way. But ironically, as the story goes, it was supposed to be 4 alphas and 2 Qs. But what happened was the DC betrayal. We had the DC betrayal. And, you know, we was down in DC living it up for the summer, partying, doing things that young kids do. And our homie came to visit us. So he's gonna come down for the weekend, because we had like internships down there. That was a crazy time. You know what I mean? Internships in DC is wild. So we down there, and my homie coming to visit us, and we all getting on the elevator to go up and start getting ready to go to a party or whatever. And he's like, I got something to tell y'all. He said, I've decided not to pledge Alpha. I'm actually gonna go Q. So he said, this nigga. So as the story goes, from what I remember, I think I'm always the guy in the middle. So I'm like, kind of like, whatever, you gotta do what you gotta do, but this some bullshit. You had my boy from the Bronx, G Reed. He was just like, man, whatever, you do what you want to do, F you. Then you had my boy Dev. Dev was like, throw hands. Cause how could you do this to us, you betrayer? Yeah. I was like, yo, the lovely Melanie, what's good? Gotta wait to see your baddies when they come in. Melanie definitely a baddie. So welcome to the Playas Circle. We in here. Shout out Jersey too. But welcome to the episode. And for those who missed it, tonight's episode is aptly called, you gotta get that back row when you floss. That's where the dragon is. You gotta get that back row. If you don't hit that back row when you floss, that's where all the pizza, the nuggets, the chicken wings, that's where all that reside. So you gotta floss that. And what will happen is when you floss it, it will release. But if you don't floss it, it's still in there for everybody else to be destroyed by. But I digress. So yeah, so we had the DC betrayal of by my homie before he pledged Q, and he pledged Q before us. So we were all, like I said, we were all non-Greeks at the time. He decides that he's going to leave our plans of becoming the alpha to join Q. He joins Q the next semester, I think it was, and then we got put on the following year to alpha, and we pledged alpha to kind of, bring everything full circle. But there was a time before I really had an understanding of, what the organizations did and who they were, where I actually inquired about being a Q. I don't know if I told this story publicly before, but there was a Q on campus. He was a RA and he cut hair. I'm a freshman. So I'm like, hey, yo, homie, can you cut my hair? He's like, yeah, whatever. So while he's cutting my hair, and I'm, like I said, I'm young and dumb. He's cutting my hair. I'm like, yeah, man, like I really like, I see y'all, we out there as accused, man. I really like what y'all, about or whatever. I kind of, wanted to know like what the process is like to become Q. And yeah, for those who know Qs and Omegas, they always swole, strong, loud. You know how that be. And so he another, what we thick neck Jenkins dude. And this dude had the Vulcan death grip on my head as he's cutting, and he's cutting and digging these clippers into my head. I've never had my hair cut so strong before. That had to be the strongest lineup because he was like chiseling into my head. He's like with all of his Omega might, and I'm like, bro, I'm bleeding. Why is he cutting so hard? And I can't go nowhere. Big John said, not the dome piece. Word. I'm like, there's no need. Absolutely no need. And he's talking. I really, honestly, bro, I really feel like I probably blacked out because I don't really remember much of what he said. I know we was watching. I think we was watching football, but I'm just like, yo, I'm dying here. Michelle, what's good? What's good? Welcome to the Playas Circle. So, the baddies popping out tonight. Well, shout out to them. So, yeah, homie was like, he was really like, them clippers was like really imprinted in my head. I never had my hair cut so strong in my life, and I just wanted him to. I was like, yeah, I definitely I'm not being a Q after this because I don't want to have to deal with this. If he cut hair like this, I don't even want to figure out where else this could go. So I was just like, yeah, I left that alone. But like I said, throughout time and time again, we would just run into the Qs in different instances. And the other instance that we had was one of the Qs. They knew we wanted to. Damn, was I already at Alpha by this time? They would just mess with us because they was like, they knew we was trying to. Me and my homies was making our way. But afterwards, we all full circle. One of the Qs needed to jump their car. Now, shout out to everybody that remember when I being on campus with my car. Cool Whip is what we call my car because it was all white. And he needed to jump. So thank you for, through the blessings, Ill's Wills, what's good. Through the blessings of Charles Perry, I'm at least, literate, educated, sufficient on basic car knowledge. So I'm like, yeah, I can give you a jump, bro. So I put the cables on now. If anybody's not familiar with the cables, positive to positive, negative to negative. You gotta pay attention to the signs. So you know what I mean? Like I put them on, and I give him. I put the ones on his on my car, and I give the cables to him to put on his. And I look to see what he's doing. I'm like, I think they on backwards. So no, bro. I got this, bro. I know what I'm doing. I said, I don't know about this, but all right. When I tell you, so I went to go start the car, and the first thing you see is a ball of flame, like off the jumper cables on his car. Oh shit! I turned the car off, but me and my homie Jeff, who was a Q, we're like the car's about to blow up. For sure. Appreciate you, Big John. The car's about to blow up. For sure. So there's a long strip of sidewalk. We're running. Me and him is running like, everybody get down. on some Bruce Willis Last Action Hero shit. Bad boys running like this, like with the wind blowing. It was crazy. We ran that whole land strip expecting to see the car blow up in the flames. It never happened. I guess when I turned the car off, that stopped all the electricity. Ricky! It was crazy, bro. I was like, yeah, for sure. This is over. But the car never blew up. Cool Whip was saved. This goofy about to fuck up our play, but it never happened. So that's why I said I had some very interesting experiences with Omegas. And I'm glad that none of them ever resulted in my head, being fully damaged or my car blowing up. So, but all right, y'all. Let's quickly get into some more of the episode. Last episode we had some good points. We talked about the Russ interview, talked about the Grammys and their nominations. But let's move into the bald-headed logic for today. So tonight's bald-headed logic is, and for those who have never been here, bald-headed logic is, retrospective thoughts that you can use to help your life. Help you grow. But tonight's bald-headed logic is, you're asking for too much in the trade. You asking for too much in the trade. So, for all my sports fans, when you're looking to try to trade as, a player or a superstar, the trade demands be outlandish. So let's put it like that. You're asking for too much of your trade demands. So people can connect it. And, they'll be trading one player. They'll be like, man, we want 5 first rounders. We want a superstar. We want, 3 Gatorades and an order of Chuck's wings. Like, Like, they be asking for the most and you never get that back. Like, never. And it'd be crazy once they realize they don't get it, like they just get back pennies on the dollar. And it's because I think they lead too much, and it's like people can see you, they can understand your circumstances. You're in need of me, so I'm not about to give up all of that to get this person. Because if he was that valuable, you wouldn't be, there wouldn't be a trade. And to apply that to life. Specifically like artist development or, in that area, but then also in relationships and just personal growth. It's like so often you see people trying to connect with something, trying to get something, and they're asking for so much. It's like, yo, you asking for the most right now. You're not in the place to ask for that in your trade demands. And what I want people to take away from the bald-headed logic is, first of all, build leverage. I'm always want to preach to y'all, build leverage, right? Because the more leverage you have, the more you can ask for, the more you can seek. But in addition to that, I'm asking for y'all to improve your self-awareness and the circumstantial, situational awareness. You know what I mean? Like, I would love us to increase and improve our situational awareness. People be asking to get on playlists, or telling me that they're the greatest, and I'm like, we don't have any value or proof of that, other than you saying that. So, and a lot of times, if your music is moving the way that equivalent to what you think, or, you know, your own personal opinion of it, it's like, it's going to find me. And it's not even me, because like I said, I go through the same things. You know what I mean? We want certain platforms or certain DSPs or certain executives to recognize us and put us in certain situations. But it's like, yo, the trade value doesn't call for that. Not yet. And so it's like, yo, we got to start recognizing that. It's like, yo, this person is acting like this towards me, or not giving me the recognition, or not responding because my worth has not been displayed at a high volume yet, or a consistent level. And when those things happen, you're going to start seeing the trade value increase. It's like, yo, we willing to give up. We need that. That's the missing piece. We need that. You know, that's not often the case in these day-to-day situations, these daily situations. Apply it to relationships. It's like a lot of times we be asking for the baddie. You know, guys want the baddie. They want the woman that's going, and not only for her to be a baddie, but her to be doing certain things for us. And it's like, yo, man, you not flossing your back row. You can't pull no baddie. Not at her level, because you're not there. You can like in many situations, in all situations, there's luck, there's blessings. It can happen, but it's like we're just talking about on a scale of frequently. Like, yeah, like you're not in position, and vice versa. Lil Gaga, what's good? And you know. On the flip side, you know, for the ladies, it's like, yeah, like you're asking for certain things that you're not in a position to either do for yourself, or it's like you kind of like the trade demands don't make sense. And for me, y'all know me, like I always like to play it on the even playing field. Like I think men and women can be a little bit excessive with what they're asking for on the social media. I think in real life. I hope people are not being overly swayed, but they probably are. But it's like, yeah, y'all, like you gotta earn out here, man. Well, like I said, I'm okay, bless up, respect, likewise. You know what I mean? And that's just kind of what I just want to see from us overall, man. Like, yo, turn up, man, turn up, get your weight up, get your leverage up, understand where you are in this space, and watch things change. Like, things are gonna change for you significantly too. Like, and you know, for me as a person, I have a hard time because I have very, very high expectations for myself and for my team. I really, really do. Like, I really believe like that we, you know what I mean? Like, I'm looking at Camp Flognaw, however you pronounce it, you know, with Tyler's festival. I'm like, damn, yo, we can be there. We should be there. You know what I mean? And that's just because I have high expectations. I know what we're capable of, but the thought process has to match the production level. And when that doesn't happen, that's where there's a mean disconnect. When you think you should be pulling baddies, who got the wave in here, what's good? When you think you should be pulling baddies, but you not, you know what I mean? Like I said, the fit ain't hitting, you know what I mean? Or just like the who you are as a person, who you are with your values don't match up. It's like, yeah, nah, that don't happen. It don't happen. It don't connect. And I'm laughing, you know what I mean? Because like I said, y'all know here, you just know how the algorithms go. It's like you see a lot on here. You see a lot of baddies. You see a lot of people, high-end, high-profile people. And I was laughing because prior to the election, President Obama was on the pivot. And he was talking about like, yo, when you get in the room with some of these people that are like super elite or high end, and you actually have a conversation, you're like, oh, we're at a level playing field. Yes, you are in terms of probably mentally and mental capacity, but it's just like they've done certain things or connected with certain things or started ahead. Because you got trust fund babies. It's like they had something that elevated them so that on a larger level they can be perceived. And that's just what you want to do, because once you do those things, you realize it's like, yo, man, we on the same. Big John said, just don't take a picture like a fan. Exactly. When I'm next to Obama gonna be hugging. He gonna be holding me. Obama gonna be like, that's my guy. Match me up here. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna be up here with Obama like, yeah, you got it. Like, nah, man. Like, if the most that you get out of me is like that I'm having a good time, I will give you that in a picture, but I'm not about to be like, oh my God. Can't do it. Won't do it. So that's me. That's how it is. But let's continue on in the episode, man. Let's push through, man. Let's figure out some things. So we can start with questions for the night. So I saw an interesting question, and shout out to the What More Can I Say podcast. That's really become one of my favorite follows on social media. But they were talking about like favorite rap crews. You know what I mean? And Shorty was saying, shout out Kiki. Kiki was like, yeah, you couldn't tell me that I wasn't going to get signed to Murder Inc. You know what I mean? Sign was good, was good. So, that was definitely a big thing back in the day. Like, if you was around in the 2000s and 2010s, like, rap groups and rap collectives was a big thing. Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to think of who's like that now. You know what I mean? Because the only one I can think of, who's a rap collective now? I mean, you got like TDE and all of them, but so like, yeah, like Dreamville, like, okay, like those would be the ones now. Or YSL, you know what I mean? Like, all that kind, like, but in my time, it was just like, we had like, views from the East Coast, it was just Dipset. You know, he was Dipset, Rockefeller, just Dre was good. So my question was, if you old enough to, to have one, like, who was your rap crew? Now, back in the day, like, it used to get crazy. Like, we would actually, like, we would be dressing like them or whatever. Jason said Pivot Gang. Okay. Who was your rap crew? Like, for the older gang, it's like Rockefeller, Bad Boy, Death Row. Like, those are the old ones. Big John said Drew Hill and Will Smith. Now you're getting out of pocket. Now it's crazy because, like I said, y'all know I'm a heavy R&B fan, but it's like, and Drew Hill was my team, but it's like they wasn't my rap crew. Now we just getting out of pocket. I gotta say, bro, like, it's tough because, like, again, because of everything that's going on. And it's funny because I saw Mace. Mace was performing. Diamante was good. I saw Mace performing at camp Flog. No, I don't know why I have such a hard time saying that, but but at the festival, but it's like, yo, Bad Boy really was. They was it. You know what I mean? But then it's like I said. Then we moved into Rockefeller. I don't know if, like I said, depending on if you was from down south, you know what I mean? If you was rocking with, what was T.I.'s crew, man? Damn. Is that PSC? But you know, you had Dungeon Family, Pimp Squad Click. Dungeon Family was squad though, for real, for real. But yeah, like Paris was good, was good. Yeah, so like your rap crew said a lot about you. Like I said, me being from Jersey and from like my family from North Jersey, my cousins was always acting like they was part like, oh yeah, man, we just seen Jewels. No, you didn't. That's I think it was a Diplomat's album, and back then they had CDs and they had the the liner notes, and she was like, they go my name right there, Latrice. I was like, Latrice, that ain't like out of here. You don't know them. So, but yeah, Dipset was our squad though. Dipset, what? So, yeah, that was squad. All right. What else was we talking about? Moving on. Okay. I'm gonna transition a little bit into the what you talking about with some of the posts that I saw throughout the week. I saw a post this week that really, really had me dying. So it was a dude, and he was just talking about how you gotta let the hate out. He said how getting the hate out was so crucial. Cutie, what's good? What's good? Get Cutie in there. So he was talking about getting the hate out and how people were asking why he's so positive because he's like, I hate as a profession. I gotta get the hate out. You know what I mean? That's how I can stay positive for my life. And I'm cracking up, but I'm like, damn, he ain't lying. Cause it's like it's light. I have what they call lighthearted hating. You know what I mean? And for those that have joined the show before, like y'all know, it's like my hating be like, how he pull? Not that I really care. And in the realm of things, I'm proud. Because it's like you did something that people did not expect. You climbed the mountaintop and got you a baddie that doesn't necessarily correlate to what we expect from you. But the hate helps allow me to laugh, process, and go on about my business. You know what I mean? Instead of really being in it like DMing her. Like that's how some people be doing. Like they be getting, I heard you taken. Nigga, you doing the most. You're doing way too much. It's not appealing. Not appealing at all. But it really be people like that, yo. Like damn, bro, you got that's pent up hate. You didn't clear out the hate. You know how they say clear the cachet? You ain't clear the hate cachet. That's why you're acting like this. You're out of pocket. You know what I mean? The sign said facts. He knows. So you got to do minimal hating. You know what I mean? Oh, this nigga corny. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? But not extensive hating. I don't extensively hate. Just enough to, clear the system out. But do you think, so let me ask y'all, like, do y'all think hating is necessary? Do you hate? And this is a judge-free zone. You know what I mean? Do you hate? Sometimes I be hate. Trying to throw another person under the bus. Nah. Like I said, this judge free. So, you know what I mean? Like, it just makes me laugh. You know. Here's, like I said, a lot of my hating be for the baddies. Because first of all, I want the best for the baddies. And I'm confident that I'm the best. But but more seriously, my boy Reek in here, you gotta believe. We gotta get the YGB crew. So right now, Reek, just to catch you up, we talking about post of the week, what you talking about, and I saw a post where a guy was saying it's necessary to hate. hate and clear the system out. Big John said. So, but he said it's necessary to hate. It keep you positive by clearing it out your system. I remember Chappelle said one time, if you got hate in your heart, let it out. You know what I mean? So like I said, if I see somebody you corny and you got, to me it's always like I said, because I'll be trying to protect the baddies. I don't want you around no cornball. He corny. So that's where my hate come from a lot. I don't hate on people on money because I'm just trying to get my money. I got parlays. I ain't no reason for me to hate. You know what I mean? So it's things of that nature. Like, I'm cool. So I just be like, yeah, it makes me laugh. You know what I mean? Or if you drop something corny, like your product corny, I'ma hate a little bit. Big John said, hate. Hater of the year. Exactly. The player haters ball. Reek no. Like, all right, for example, right? Here's another example. Y'all know I'm a fireman. Now I live in the suburbs, but I work in the city. You know what I mean? So, key story in here. Key was good. So, when I go in the suburbs and I see good, productive, quality fire trucks, I'll be mad. I'll be mad. I'll be low-key hating. I be like, look at this shit running without leaking all over the ground. They don't even get as many runs as us. I be hating. Cause I want better for us, for our peoples. So that's the type of hating I be on. I get it out of my system, and I go back and go about my business. So I think hating is a necessity. That's just me personally. Key, just catching everybody up. So tonight's episode is titled, "You got to get that back row when you floss." That's what the dragon is, right? It's them last couple teeth. These teeth ain't got it. You still got to get them, but that's more vanity. That's where the dragon is. Get that shit out. Cause you gonna come up and talking to somebody, you gonna meet the girl of your dreams. And you gonna give her a whiff of something she never wanted. And she gonna be gone. Key said, Reek cracking up. Key said, oh, no, you got to floss the back the most. Exactly. Don't be sensitive, but hit them back teeth. Big John said, let your haters be your marketing team. That could work. That's reverse psychology. For real. So real quick, y'all, I want to give y'all, we'll do one more and then I'll do player and baddie of the week. Last week, who we have as player? Player was Mark Phillips. He was the player of the week. And then the baddies was bank tellers. I'm gonna start naming like official baddies, but like, you know, you gotta get clearance. Cause I don't want nobody over here all, you know, like, oh, why he give her that? Mind your business. Mind your mother. So, like I said, we'll get back into it. We're gonna name play and the baddie in the week in a second, but the last thing we talking about was, I seen this clip, and this is a little bit older, but it's still valid. So the clip states it's a black man, he, you know, doing commentary, and basically his commentary was that Ice Cube could have took one for the team in next Friday with Baby D. He's like, there was nothing wrong with Baby D. She was agile. You know what I mean? She looked decent. Y'all be hating. Y'all be hating on Baby D. She just had a little, you know what I mean? She had a little aggression problem. That ain't nothing that some love can't cure. She get your cousin to come over and talk to me. Baby D. She just wanted some love. And that cookie that was outside the wrapper. Why they let the cookie slide down the why it slide down the windshield? Big John said nothing wrong. She had 3 jobs. Reek said she was just a little sister bigger than the big sister. when you bite into it, glitter come out. He said that's a fact. She was just an aggressive baddie. That's all I'm saying. They all agitating her. That's why she was upset. If Day would have been taken care of, damn, what was the other one's name? I got a restraining order. Damn, what was the other girl's name? Baby D. Hype Baby D up. Baby D. Next Friday. Oh man, Dewana. How they gonna call? And shout out Dewana, who is actually Tamala Jones. Tamala Jones was tough, a tough bucket in the 2000s. Yeah, Rick said Dewana. Yep. I'm telling you, bro. 90s fine. I seen y'all know how I feel about 90s fine. Y'all know how I feel about 90s fine. 90s, early 2000s fine. I don't need all that freak nasty. Turn your freaky down. I like that classic shit. You can be freaky at home. But I love that classic style. Tamala Jones, classic. Man, I gotta figure out who my top 5 is, cause that's tough. He said Nia Long. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Big John said I sent the draft. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, we gonna have to break this down. Cause you had, now, because let me just quickly go over some of my personal favorites. Now, those who know me, Big John said to turn your freaky down draft. Damn. Turn that freaky down. Oh. 695. All right, my bad. Wow. Yeah, so like, we do need to turn your freaky down draft too. But what I was gonna say is like your 90s fine draft. We should do that. I'm gonna call the bald headed brothers. I'm gonna hit up Kev on stage and Tony Baker. They hilarious. We gotta do that because it's a lot. It's a lot. Black Odyssey. Oh, one of my favorites. What's good? Welcome to the Playas Circle. Damn, I want to play my song because y'all know. But if they kick me off, I'm gonna be mad. I might risk it though, because Black Odyssey got a record with my boo, with Kirby. Damn, I might play it. I feel like they gonna kick me off. If they kick me off, y'all come back on. We gotta play this because that's my jam. I'm gonna, Black Odyssey. Put me on, my boy. Put me on. I'm gonna play it low, cause Instagram be hating. Instagram got hate too. But I digress. So, rocking. But I digress. Getting back to what we was talking about. So 90s draft, that would be tough, man. You think, like I said, you're talking Nia Long, you're talking Tyra, you're talking Tatiana Ali, you're talking about Jada, Sally Richardson, Vivica. It gets real. It gets very, very real. Sanaa. It's a lot of heat. But whatever. I just wanted to put that in the atmosphere. Big John said Stacey Dash before the whatever word. Reek said Miss Lathan. He gets it. Big John said Regina Hall. Damn, I forgot about Regina. Because you know what was crazy? Because Regina Hall, like, all right, we had her in the Best Man, right? We ain't really know because she was kind of like the undercard. She's kind of like a scene stealer. And then once we started getting more, she was on her funny tip. But Regina Hall, tough. Quiet as kept. We be forgetting about Regina King. It's a lot, man. I'm going to share this with y'all real quick since we talking about that 90s. And I want to get y'all thoughts about it because we got to talk about music stuff too. So what happened was somebody posted this tweet. And the tweet was R&B took its biggest hit when people started singing words like pussy. I said, oh. You shaking the table. You shaking the table. Now, we have a lot of great hits that get a little bit, explicit. But when that became the norm, I would say even I can't say for music. Hip hop has just always been has been explicit for a long time. But you could say that's our downfall too. But I don't want to go Umar on y'all. But somebody quote tweeted and said, "When vulgarity replaced innuendos, that was the beginning of the end." I love me a good innuendo, cause that's what I'm saying. I'm an Aries, y'all. My freak level right about 6, 7. You know what I mean? Just enough to pique her attention, but not to be creepy. Turn your freaky down. People be too freaky. And so when I be hearing the song, I'll be like, damn, I want to get jiggy. But this ain't smooth. This straight nasty. You know what I mean? I want you to be able to, like, I'm like Luda. You know what I mean? I like the class. But I want to be able to, they be like, oh, he wow. But then I go get my too fast, too furious money. But the songs don't be like that no more. The songs be wild. And I guess there is a space for it. It's a space for everything. My shout out Killer Cam. Me and him was laughing because it was a Instagram video and it was like, man, the songs are too nasty out nowadays. And then it's like 90s me, and I'm talking about some ooh, she wally wally, ooh, she bang bang. And that was us. It's like me and Thong in the cherry thong with the lights on. We was there. So I ain't gonna act, I can't be completely hypocritical. But Lord, turn your freaky down. He said that's a fact. R&B was about imagination setting the scene. She said, no, hip hop always been freak nasty. That's what I'm saying. Reek was Reek said Luda was bipolar as hell on Splash Waterfalls. Nah, for real. That's for real. But sometimes you need that bipolarity. She don't know which way you coming from. Luda was acting out. That shit is hilarious, man. I'm about to throw some game. They were one and the same. You like, yo, he was tripping. Ropes and handcuffs. He was like, like, yo, what's up with this dude? They braided his hair too tight this time. Oh my God. Key Story said, nah, BET Uncut come on. Damn, not the BET Uncut. Hands bouncing? Let me stop. What you know about that? My favorite beats, nah, that's wildin'. But BET used to do they used to have the freak version of, dang, what's my song? Bree said, what a time to be alive, right? Had that last button ready to go in case mom came. Had that previous button like this. Ready. Dang, what's my song with my boy Slim Thug? Slim Thug. It's not Sitting Sideways. Is it Sitting Sideways? It's the first one that popped off. He said it was some cut and tip drill was crazy. Still Tipping. That's why Rick is my boy. Still Tipping was wild. The uncut version of Still Tipping was wildin'. I was like, oh, Slim Thug him up. You tripping. That's dangerous. You can't drive like that. Not no SUV. Tip drill was wild though. Oh, it must be because it ain't your face. I need it. My boy Nelly was like, so wipe? I was like, ew, that credit card dirty as hell. Swipe? Cause shout out my girl Ananda Lewis. Another one of my like the classies. She had did basically kind of like a protest against Nelly because he was coming to speak at like Spelman. He's like, bro, nigga, you just made tip drill. But they did this. They did the screenshot of him swiping. He's like, this swipe. Catching him swiping on the screenshot was crazy. I remember that. It was a lot going on, man. Gotta hit it and hit it hard. Now we don't swipe, we just send to the Cash App like he say. That's what I'm saying, man. The world has changed. Now we're getting digital. But yeah, I digress. So look, y'all. Let's hit player and the baddie of the week. We're gonna do beans better tonight. Damn. Do I have a Ceddy's recipe for y'all tonight? Alright, I'll try to get y'all a Ceddy's recipe for tonight. But so the player of the week. Player for the week is Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors is the player of the week. Yo, I'm gonna hit that at somebody's wedding or party. I don't know what that move was, but congratulations to Jonathan Majors and Megan Good on their engagement. I'm being toxic here. It's a lot going on, but you know, again, just going back to 90s fine and thinking about Megan Good, I'm like, no matter the circumstances, you pull Megan Good. So Danny gonna say to me, he's like, damn, why she couldn't be with Devin Franklin? I said, cause Devin too holy. She said, what is? She said, I can't do this Presbyterian shit no more. You want me to be Episcopal? I grew up in the AME. Just can't do it no more. I don't know Megan Good. And I don't want to lead into no narratives, but you know what I mean? Like, we loved Megan Good. So, and I just know being a first lady got to be hard as hell. You know what I mean? You got to be fly, right? You got to be fly. You can't be acting no freak. Your freak level got to be off, right? Because you represent the cloth, the spirit. You got to go to all the church functions. You got to go to church all day. You can't hit the 9 o'clock and then go home and catch the game. You got to be there for both services because you are the first lady. He said that's a fact. Perfectionism top tier. If you ain't ready for that, now y'all might have a nice car. Y'all gonna go to Golden Corral every Sunday after church. You know, so you gonna eat, but you can't act out. The women gonna be trying to steal your man and then talk about First Lady Good. You look wonderful today. That's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. She said, I'm for the streets. So yeah, and she's like, I can't do it no more. But Jonathan Majors pulled, bro. He pulled, and he came straight off the white girl. I was gonna say allegations, but they was true. But it's like, you know what I mean? Just pivoted. I said, oh wow. And not to mention, Jonathan Majors was in that crazy show with my girl. Not I'm about to say Juicy Smollett's sister, Jernice Smollett. And that, I've been down since Crispin Brown. Like, yeah, bro. He was on Lovecraft. He was in Marvel movies. He was in Creed. Like, he tried to ruin it all. And then he ended up getting with Megan Good. Craziness. So, yeah, man. Now, him being player of the week does not mean that I agree or, draw a correlation to any of his his activities. This is purely comical. Devo, what's good? I'm just thinking from the concept of getting Megan Good. He said, that's how I know we getting this diamond selling plague. Oh. Oh, diamond selling plaque. My bad. Yeah. Yeah. Because we gotta. Anything is possible, like my boy, like my boy say, Kevin Garnett. He will say, "Yo, just pop it in for a little bit." Yeah, all good, bro. We actually, like I said, I'm tying up the loose ends. We just finished. We've been talking and cracking up a little bit, but about to just wrap everything all up. So, so the baddies of the week. Women journalists. Women's journalists, man. They, near and dear. Y'all know how near and dear women journalists are to my heart. Starting off with the queen. Y'all know who that is. So, but yo, women journalists, again, classy, educated, employed. You can't tell. Look, I love jobs, as I told y'all with the bank teller. I love jobs where it's like, hey, I'm going to work. Okay, yeah, I'm going to see you on TV. if you ain't interviewing Anthony Edwards, I'm texting you. If you ain't, I thought you was at the Lakers game. I didn't see you interview LeBron. They had the white woman. See, that's what we need. We need clarity. We need. Can this be verified? But nah, women journalists from even before Taylor, before Roz, before what's my girl name? My bald-headed sister, Christine Williams. Shout out to her on Sports Center, because her bald head be smooth. Before the players started getting into it, shout out to Chanae, shout out to Candace Parker on TNT, but Malika Andrews, shout out to all the women journalists, shout out to Joy Taylor. You know what I mean? Y'all know the queen. But yeah, like prior to that, Pam Oliver, you know what I mean? Holding it down. And we're not gonna speak no bad words about Pam. You know what I mean? Pam was out there bearing the elements. She be in Chicago with nothing but a scarf. Cause they ain't know how to take care of Pam like then. Jamel Hill. What's my girl name with all the oil on the legs? Damn. That's gonna bother me. Carrie Champion. That's what her name is. Yeah, man. I should have joined the National Association of Black Journalists. I could have been at the conference. Women journalists, baddie of the week. Now, let's quickly get into a Beans Better Tonight. It's 9:30. Catch this late game. Football game on. Hope my bet's doing well. I don't know though. I don't even want to look. I just want to wake up and be like, hey, $5,000. Oh wow. She go Super Saiyan, say it with me. Baby, I see you. Alright, so 10 o'clock game. We have several games. We have either the Kings versus the Hawks, or you can do Warriors Clippers. I think the Warriors Clippers are going to be a closer game. Kings and the Hawks could be a decent game. I'm not saying that, but the Warriors Clippers is evenly matched, so we're gonna look at that game real quick and see what's going, what the lay is. I'm gonna give y'all a straight bet to go with right now. I know everybody wants to jump immediately to, hey, Steph Curry. Be careful. Always be careful. All right. Now I'm going to kick off with Norman Powell for over 20.5 points. Okay? That means if the bet is even, which means it's plus 100. If you bet 10, you win 10. You bet 100, you win 100. All right? Norman Powell this year, just to give you a little bit of, background into my level of thinking, Norman Powell averaging 23.3 points a game. Okay? Now, I will say, his past 3 games been a little bit rocky. He had 19 last night. He was shooting 6 for 17. All he needs is one more bucket. One more bucket. Okay? Now, if you want to, okay, well, I don't know about that. You can take him for the 3-pointers. Take him for 3 3-pointers. Okay? Now, if you want to just say, oh, man, I just want to bet Steph. Oh, all right. Okay, you can do that. You can do that. If you're going to bet Steph, again, I like to bet the 3s because you know he's going to shoot a number of them, right? 3s, the way Steph rolling right now, to even make a positive, he got to hit 5. And I know you saying, oh, Steph can do that. You never know. You never know. All right, but if you want to take Steph is at the over 4.5 threes. That's plus 105. So similar odds. Or you don't think he's going to be, scoring the 3, but you can take him for the, over 25. Now, if we're going to make a parlay, right? If we want to make a parlay, I'm going to look at it like this. I'm going to take James Harden for over 21.5 points. So, I mean, he got scored 22. Right? I'm taking Draymond Green. Taking Draymond Green for 6 rebounds. I'm taking Steph Curry for I'm gonna take Steph Curry for 6 assists, and I'm gonna take Norman Powell for 3 threes. All right, that's plus 622. If you bet $10, you win $62. If you bet 100, you win 622 of them things. All right, so just consider. All right, it's up to you, y'all. Let me know how y'all feeling, what y'all decide to do. All right, now let's finish off the episode, man. Let's bring it all home with Ceddy's recipe. All right, now to bring this all home and to finish this correctly, we like to finish with Ceddy's recipe. Ceddy's recipe is an informal element of the culture that we practice or have practiced in the past that we need to continue to share with the youth. Okay? Some of the previous recipes have been Uno, God is good, not splitting the pole, late night drives, creating mixtapes, Chris Tucker, number of things. You know what I mean? But tonight, sticking with our discussion about the First Lady and the church and all of that, we're going to bring it back to the prayer intro, giving honor to God. All right, giving honor to God. You have to start the prayer with giving honor to God, who is the head of my life. That's the full phrase. But everybody don't do it. At least you say giving honor to God. You got to at least give that. Okay? Now, we've gotten away from this as a culture and a society. You always used to thank God in your awards speeches. You started the prayers off like that. You started off the Thanksgiving prayers. You know what I mean? That was just an essential. And We need to bring that back. Share with your kids. JP up in here. Pierce was good. We was talking earlier about rap crews. I know we was bad boy, but shout out to my boy JP. I gotta tell the story. I'm gonna tell the story next week about the letter that Shout out to my boy. We staying in touch. JP, my childhood best friend. He said everything is everything, bro. Salute. But he had sent me a message that me and him had got into like a argument or something, and I must have said something crazy. And I don't know if Mrs. Pierce had heard me or I said something. I don't remember. We still don't know. We still not decipher what was actually said. But I wrote a letter to her. The letter was crazy, bro. First of all, the English in my vocab at 11, impeccable. But I was just trying to avoid the ass whipping, so I had to do what I had to do. I said, Miss Pierce, please don't talk to my mama. Please punish me. I was acting out. I still don't know what I said. JP said I got scared all over again. Absolutely. But yeah, y'all, it's been another great episode. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Appreciate all the baddies that came through, all the players that pulled up. Like I said, we've been having some technical difficulties with getting these episodes uploaded. And I know I gotta get these episodes uploaded, these clips uploaded, because it's just good times that we be having on here. So we working on that, and I will have them up for you soon. But appreciate y'all for rocking out with me and pulling up. I will see y'all. I might hop on here next week, at the end of the week, just on some something for the Playas channel. So make sure you join the channel to see me. But until then, keep it blessed, keep it real, but always keep it playing. We out.